front too. It has the combs. This turns around. So as always, let's get into the video. But today, as you can see, this video is going to be a little different. Rather than me doing a voiceover for this video, I decided that I would just come in and just, you know, get more personal with you guys as far as when I'm doing my videos, and just show you guys step by step how I install this wig from start to finish. So what I'm going to start off doing is I didn't do anything to the wig yet. This is just the wig in its natural state, but I did go ahead and apply my powder to the inside of the wig, and I just applied a powder, a cream concealer that was my skin tone, and I just added that to the lace. So as you can see in the previous clip, I just did that. So that's what we did so far. I did not want to do a ball cap method, so I won't be doing that in this video today. The only thing that I did today is I just slicked my hair back, and I also have cornrows under here, and I just put a wig cap. I didn't want to put a blonde wig cap because I thought that this would look good, because again, this is going to be folded over and it's going to be covering it completely, so you won't even be able to see the wig cap underneath the wig once we install this wig. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just be taking my comb, and I'm just going to be combing all of that hair back just to get it out the way while we work on just installing our wig. So we're going to start from here, and make sure you guys, before you install anything, make sure you measure it to your head to make sure that it measures up. If there's any extra lace that's on the side, make sure you cut off those ear tabs. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our clips, and I'm just going to be moving that hair back and out the way, so it's easy for me to install this wig and the hair is not, you know, all in the way basically. So we're going to start off here, and as you can see, my head is smaller than the wig, so I will need to cut off some of these ear tabs over here just to make it custom to my head shape. So I didn't want to go in and customize to my exact hairline, because as you can see, this is 613 blonde hair, whichever one you want to call it, and it just blends very well. Like, you can't really notice my hairline underneath, even though my hair is black. So I just said let's just go in with the hair just like this and just see how this install go, which I think is going to come out pretty good and pretty flawless. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be measuring just to make sure this is even and in the middle like that, and then I'm going to be moving this back behind my ear. Wait, not yet. I'm going to be taking this comb and I'm going to be tracing out my ear. So the outline of your ear, you're going to trace that out because that part of the lace you're going to be removing. So just take that clip and just repin that hair so you know what to remove and what to keep. So as you can see, the lace stops here, so I'm not going to be removing any of this hair in the back. Just right here where I have outlined where my ear is, I'm just going to be removing this part right here. So just adjust that so you're not taking off, you know, too much hair when you decide to cut that additional lace off. So that's where we're going to start. And I'm going to measure the other side as well before I cut off any lace, just to make sure that it fits from side to side. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, just make sure you're taking off the hair that's on the lace, not the hair that's behind, and just reposition that clip and pin that hair back so that you don't mistakenly remove the hair that is not in the way and that is not going to be, you know, on the way. So this is what I'm going to be removing today, which is this here. So I'm going to take another clip because I see this is not really holding into place because this wig has baby hairs already installed. So I'm just trying to get those little hairs out the way so that I can cut this piece off. So I'm going to take these scissors and I'm going to be using this to cut this piece off. And you can always just make sure that, you know, this is the amount that you want to take off. Double, triple check if you have to, because once you take it off, again, you can't put it back. So just make sure that you're taking your time just to measure everything out correctly. And this does take me a while sometimes because sometimes I be scared to remove it because I be feeling like, oh no, maybe I didn't measure it right. Maybe I'm taking off too much hair, and I just keep double, triple checking just to make sure that it is the right amount that I need to be taking off. Because I don't want my wig to be lopsided on my head. That's not what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to start from the back. I'm not sure if you can see that because the lace is the same color as the wig, but I'm going to cut from here and I'm just going to be removing this piece here. Not too much, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be removing this. Again, you can stop at any time if you feel like you made a mistake and just, you know, make sure that the line is straight. Make sure that you are removing the hair that, you know, is so that looks about good for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down, pull it down, and yeah, this looks good for me, so I'm just going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to go on to this side, on this side, and just pin this back, and I'm just going to make that part again just to make sure that I'm removing the right amount of hair. And I also want it to be even with this side as well. So again, I'm going to be starting from the back. No, I can start from the front. And I'm just gonna cut up and out. As you can see, I didn't take off as much as I could have taken off, but that was enough for me. So again, just measure your sides, make sure it's even in the middle and coming down to the sides, so that when it's time to glue it down, everything lines up. And for this wig, I'm noticing that the lace, it's not that much lace parting space here on this wig, and the wig starts actually here, at which that will be on top of my ear. So I'm just gonna move my ear back like that and place it like that, and just do the same for this side as well. And then I'm going to pull it down in the front and on the sides to make sure that, you know, everything is lined up and everything is straight and lined up with the middle part. Yeah, so if you like it where it is now, then you can go ahead and begin your install. So just again pin that hair back. Same on that side, it's already pinned back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this back a little bit, and as you can see, I have a wig cap on, and I do have my hair I have my edges slicked back, and I do have my my hair in braids underneath this wig cap. So today I'm going to be using this Gold Saban glue. This is the lace glue, and I'm going to be just applying that around my hairline, and make sure that you're not touching your actual hairline with this. Make sure you're going around it. Yeah, so just leave enough space that you have to be able to smooth out that glue. And when you apply the glue, I'm only going to do, I think I'm only going to do one layer, because I don't want this glue to, no, excuse me, I don't want this install to last a very long time. I just want to do this for a video. So this is not a wig that I will wear like on a regular day basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be applying one layer of this, just so it can give me that seamless, flawless install, and I could be able to take it off right away and not worry about you know, damaging my skin or anything like that. Or if I wanted to let this wig install to last longer, I would go in and apply another layer after this layer has dried down. And when you are applying the glue and you're waiting for that glue to dry, you're not waiting for that glue to dry completely. The only thing that you're doing is you're waiting for that glue to dry clear. So my glue is almost completely all the way clear, dry. Remember, you don't want it to dry completely, so I'm just going to come back now and I'm just going to start the install process with my wig. So I'm just going to pull the lace down, and I'm not going to lay it on the glue yet. I'm just trying to position it to make sure that I have it even, and before I press the glue down, press the lace down into the glue. So once you get the wig to where you would like it, and then you will lay the wig down. So I want my wig to lay right about here, so I'm just going to lay my lace down right here, and I'm going to be starting from that middle part, and then I'm going to be going in with the side, and I'm going to bring that lace all the way down. I'm going to grab that comb, and I'm just going to be smoothing that lace, just letting that lace lay on top of that glue, and then trying to smooth it into place so that it does not move. So I'm using that comb, and I'm pressing down as I'm going along my hairline to smooth it out so that the lace sticks to that glue. So now I'm going to bring this side down as well, and then I'm going to lay it on top of that glue. I don't know, I think I'm gonna push it back a little bit more. I think right about here is going to be good for me. So then I'm going to take that comb, and I'm going to smooth it out. Again, I'm pressing the comb into that lace so that it can lay down smoothly, and so that that glue can get attached to that lace underneath this wig. Just to let that glue melt and lay flat into that lace. And I'm going to be taking it underneath and behind the wig, behind my neck, and I'm just going to just let that do its job of just melting that glue and into that lace, basically. So it's a little bit uncomfortable when you put it a certain way, so just, you know, just adjust it to your ears so that it's comfortable for you, and make sure that it's tight enough so that it lays down and it holds that wig down into place where you placed it. With the actual hair, I'm going to spray this heat protectant. This is from Fantasia hair polisher heat protector. So I'm just going to spray this all over the wig before I apply any type of heat to the wig, because I do want to protect the hair. This is 613 blonde hair, so you already know it's already, you know, really processed and stuff like that. So you do want to make sure that you take care of this hair while you have it installed. So I'm just gonna spray it all over, and it smells really good too. I really like this spray. I've used this spray plenty of times, so if you're looking for a good inexpensive, affordable heat protector, then yeah, that is one that you can go and purchase, and I got that from my local beauty supply store. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm trying to figure out how I want to style this wig, and I think that I want to go for a side part. That's what I'm leaning more towards now. I'm not worried about taking this off yet, because I still want that to blend and I still want that to melt into place. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking that same rat tail comb, and I'm going to try to create a part on the side, and I'm going to be taking my hot comb and I'm just going to be plugging that in and letting it get hot while I'm making my part, so I can prepare myself to flatten it down and get it bone straight after. And I'm also going to be plugging in my flat iron as well. Let's see how that works, because with this wig it doesn't have much parting space on the side. It's more, if you're familiar with wigs, it reminds me of like the T-part wigs, where you have a smaller part and lace space on the side, and on the top you have more space to you know, do different styles and stuff like that. But on the side it's only about this much space, but for the middle it's about this much space. So I'm trying to be mindful of that when I'm trying to think of a style that I want to do as well. So I had to make my part come up a little bit, because again, there's not much parting space on the side. And I could have went in and toned this wig so it's not such that, you know, that bright platinum blonde, but I really did like how the platinum blonde looked, and that's all that matters. I like how it looks, so I didn't want to do the extra step. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be taking my Style Factor Edge Booster. This is a wax sticks, and I'm going to be using that to lay down the flyaways. I'm not sure if you can see those flyaways there. I'm just going to be laying that down on that part, on both sides, all around that part. And then after this, after I apply the wax stick, then I'm going to be taking my hot comb, and then I'm going to be using that to smooth that wig down into place. So I haven't always used the wax sticks, but I just recently started using the wax sticks, and I can say definitely if you're thinking about getting a wax stick, or does it make a difference in any type of way, it does. It does make a difference, and it makes it easier and for you to lay your wig down basically, and it just lays more flat. As you can see, as I'm going through it, like it looks kind of puffy right here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lay that down using this hot comb as best as I can. So that's what I'm doing. And make smaller parts, and then go in with that same wax stick. And you can use any wax stick. It doesn't have to be this wax stick, but this is the first wax stick that I tried, so this is what I'm going to be using today for my install. So any wax stick will do. And if you go by and straighten it out with layers, doing thin layers as far as trying to press it and just getting it straight as possible, it will lay it down a little bit more flat, because you know you're taking your time and you're going through section by section instead of trying to flatten out a big piece of hair. So yeah, just be mindful of that. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, because I feel like me trying to smooth out that big section with the hot comb, I feel like I'm going to be there all day trying to flatten it out. So I'm just going to be working in smaller sections. And you want to make sure when you have your band on that it's choking you, you know what I'm saying? You want your head to be hurting to make sure that you know that you're melting that lace down and it's going to blend. And my head is pounding right now, so I know, I'm hoping that, you know, when I take this band off, that it's going to be laid, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal. That's what I'm going for. That's the look that I'm going for today. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be laid down, fried, dyed, and laid to the side. And as you can see, this wig doesn't go back that far. So I'm just trying to smooth that hair back just to make sure those tracks are covered. And I'm just gonna use this to do that. Smooth it out. And so I'm just gonna move the hair to the back. And let's just see what we're working with. Pin the hair back so I can get a better look at the glue on the lace. I'm going to be using this to cut my lace. cut this side before I add any glue. You want to make sure that you're not cutting in a straight line as well. Make sure you cut like a jagged, kind of like a jagged motion, because once you have that straight line going across, it looks wiggy. Like we already know it's a wig on your head, but you ain't gotta, don't do that. Don't do that. Because if I see you outside, we fighting. If I see that lace, just a straight line, and it would leave a mark, like just a straight line mark on your head. Like it'd be looking crazy. Like if you one of those people that do that, don't do that. Save this video and come back to it for references. As you can see, I'm just trying to go up and down on this extra lace that's on this wig, and I'm just going to be cutting that so that when it lays down, look, watch this, when it lays down, it lays seamless, but when it's sitting up, you can actually see like this little lift right here. So in those spaces that I feel like I need to add more glue, that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be taking that same bow hole lace glue, and I'm just going to be applying a thin amount. So how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to take a little bit on my rat tail comb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from this side, and I'm just going to just gently pull back, and I'm just going to be adding that glue here. Maybe I should add it from here. Just don't squeeze out as much as you would if, you know, if the lace is not already laid on top of your head. So just take like little dots like this. Yeah, just smaller dots than you would. And you're not gonna press that down yet. You're just gonna let that that glue kind of dry down, and you're gonna do the same thing for here. Just gonna add that glue. Don't OD like I just did, like moving fast, trying to be fast. Just take your time, add that little bit more glue, whatever's needed. If you miss a spot, just pull it back. You know what I'm saying? Just add that, smooth it out, smooth it out. Don't worry about laying it down yet, because we're not worried about that yet. Now we're gonna take that blow dryer just to help that. This side is almost dry, so I'm just gonna pull that lace down, and I'm just gonna lay it on top of that glue there, and just use my comb to press that lace down into that glue so that it can dry in place. So there we go for that side. I like how that side came out, but we're just waiting for the middle and the other opposite side. This part is dry, so we can just lay that down. This part is almost fully dry, but not quite, so we can lay that down too. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the, I think that was a bad idea. Maybe I should use the teeth of the comb to just lay it down into place. Just like that. Then I'm gonna take my blow dryer, and I'm just gonna continue to dry the rest of the glue that we have here that you see that's still wet. When I took it off the first time, it wasn't melted as much as I would have liked it to be. So let's see what we're working with now. Make sure that it is exactly what I want before I commit to any cutting. And kind of like a slant angle, just because I don't want that straight blunt cut. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. And I'm going to be taking my flat iron. I know it's mad big, but just take your time and try to curl it away Just take your time so you don't burn your face, long story short. Edge control and just take a dab. You know what I'm saying? Not too much. Don't do too much. You know, because a lot of y'all be doing too much. And you don't want it to turn it white. You ever see that white line that be around people's heads sometimes? And I'd be like, I wonder if they see it. And then you don't want to say nothing because they're going to think you hating. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she hating on me. No, girl. It's white. Like, go on the bathroom and go on in there and fix that and come on out. You know what I'm saying? And try again. So, y'all see that? Y'all see that? You know? Pressure. Y'all like that? I do. So that's all that matters. So we just going to comb that into place and transform into a bad bitch. You ain't got to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Shitting on bitches all 2023. I almost forgot what year we was in.